Stevie, a promising way to start the campaign with a win and a clean sheet.
It was good. It was good. I thought actually we were better with 11 when they had 11. We had a wee spell after they went down to 10 men. It's always difficult to play against 10 men. Most football players will tell you that. It's, you know, people expect when teams go out to 10 men that it's going to become easier. In some ways it becomes harder because you've maybe an extra option than what you normally have with 11, and you don't play it as quick. And I thought our intensity of passing in the first 70 minutes, or first 65 minutes was really good. I was pleased with us, and then I thought our intensity and our passing, particularly the last 15 minutes, we made the wrong options, and I spoke at that about the players, but just managing the game, going and putting it in good areas, turning them, make them go towards our goal, and we tried to play in front and we tried to overpass a bit. But what I did like about it is we showed resilience when they had a few corners at the end as well, you know, we had to defend our box. So that was good, but over the piece, I thought, you know, we deserved to win the game.
Plenty to be excited about with Scott and Thomas out wide, Tony through the middle, the fullbacks getting forward. You plan to start the game in the front foot? Was that the plan from the start?
We did. We've got offensive players. We've got real pace in our team. You know, Scott Honeyman's very intelligent. He breaks the lines. You've seen him tonight going and making runs. He disrupts back fours. You know, he's very good at it. That's why I think he's a better central player than a wide player, if I'm being honest, because actually his runs are so intelligent, and we noticed that very early in the pre-season games. And you know, he's very unlucky in the first half with one that he makes the run beyond the back four, and then obviously he's scored the goal, and we've got the goal for the exact same run. And you know, for midfield players and defenders, having a midfield player who's willing to do that, and willing to go and make that run in that inside channel, it's excellent, because so many players these days love to come at the ball and find pockets in front of the back four, but having somebody that goes the opposite way, and I thought he did that very well tonight. Young Thomas is just a player, you know, the kid's just going to get better and better. But I was delighted with them all tonight. Do you know, I was delighted with them all. I said that to them in there, we're starting a project here. We've only kept 4 or 5 players, with 16 players we brought in, I think. It's going to take time. We're going to get better and we're going to get stronger. You know, but it's certainly a good start.
Strengths and depths as well with the guys coming off the bench. You've added Kai today, Carrick coming on, showing so much composure for a young guy in the middle of the park, Leighton up front, and the options are there for you.
They are. I mean, Leighton, you know what you're getting. Do you know, he's an experienced player, he's an experienced striker. Do you know, and we're hoping that he'll add to our goal threat this year. And then obviously with young Carrick and the Simon players, they're well coached, they're well drilled, and we're just exposing them now to a man's game, and just hopefully they'll get better and better through playing, you know, competitive football at this level. And Kai Kilpatrick is somebody I like. You know, I've seen him a couple of times while being Rovers. He's very tough. He gets about the pitch. He's got good energy, and he's comfortable on the ball as well. So I think we've got good options all over the pitch now, and that's important with good competition, because it's going to be a tough season. I mean, if you take the next 12 days, I think we've got 4 games, so we're going to need the squad, and it's important we can rely on the full squad.
Yeah, it's a hectic campaign, as you said, and the games are just getting tougher in terms of league stature, and we're playing teams higher up the pyramid. How are you approaching those games? You want to use the squad, as you say?
Use the squad. We are going to look to use it, Jack, because it's not just that. The Challenge Cup's changed this year as well, so there's so many more games than that. So we're going to need the squad, particularly the front end of the season, because the League Cup is a lot of games in a short period of time. And then I think, you know, when we get into August, September, I think we're playing Saturday, Tuesday with the Challenge Cup games as well. So we had that in mind when we were building the squad as well. So I have that competition for places, and probably in good areas we've got, you know, at least two people for every position, and that's going to be important. So but listen, it's a good start, but it's nothing more than that. We're not getting carried away. It's always good to get your first win in front of the home fans, and it's been a difficult time for the fans, you know, through the last 7 months. So that was for them tonight to start the campaign in a real positive manner.
You've added Kai, as we said. You said you've got 2 in every position. Are you quite happy with your options, or is there room for one more in there?
No, I think we're happy with our options. You know, obviously with the budget as well, I think we've had to manage that. The way we've managed it, I think we've managed it well. We knew that the top end of the pitch, we tried this year to try and deal with that back end of the pitch first and foremost, in terms of that experience, and bringing in Morgan Hale and Gordon Walker, who I thought was excellent, Adam Livingston tonight. You know, just experiencing that back area of the pitch. And we always knew that we would have to be a wee bit more patient from middle to front, and we've did that. You know, we could have, as I said before, it would have been easy to just go and pick somebody out earlier in the pre-season and bring them in, but we identified players that we thought would become available through the loan, or, you know, with Leighton, we've been chasing him all summer. So I'm delighted to get the players in. We're probably settled now where we are. Young Dino's come in for the 20s as well and showed up really well in training. So, you know, he'll get game time as well with the first team. So no, I'm quite happy where we are just now, Jack.